Now we're going to talk about notation. Notation is like a language that we use to give instructions on how to move a cube, how to make different turns. And it uses the faces that we talked about before. So this is the up face, or the U face, as we call it. So a U-turn would look like this. Okay, and that would be a capital U. If you see a U prime, that's a capital U with an apostrophe, then that's going to be a counterclockwise turn. Okay, so just the capital letter by itself is always going to be clockwise. And remember that clockwise is like the direction the clock hands move. Okay, so clock hands will be moving around like this. So that's clockwise, and counter to the clock, counterclockwise, is going the other way. Okay, so this is a U move, and this is a U prime move. Okay, you'll also see U2. U2 means you do 2 quarter turns. And it doesn't really matter if you go clockwise or counterclockwise, it'll end up in the same place. All right, so this is the U face, so those are U moves. Okay, so this is the R face, and so this is going to be an R, and this is R prime. Just imagine if you were looking, this is still front facing you, okay? So just imagine if you were looking at this, what direction would the clock hands be turning? Okay, so that's R, R prime, R2. Okay, here's the left face, and imagine if you were looking at this, the clock would be turning this way, so that's L, L prime, L2. Okay, and you might also notice that over here, L is turning towards you, but over here, R is turning away from you. That's because you're looking at it from opposite directions. Okay, here the clock's moving this way, here the clock's moving this way. So just keep that in mind. It might be a little bit confusing. All right, so you have your F. So that's F, F prime, and F2. Okay, and then B. Also, that'll be in the opposite direction of the front face, because if you were looking at the back here, this would be clockwise. Okay. If it was turned around, this is what it would look like. Okay, so that's a B move. This is B prime, and 2, that's B2. All right, and same with the D face. So let's see, this would be D, this would be D prime, and D2. Okay, so you might want to practice that a little bit. Ask yourself, kind of quiz yourself on different moves, make a turn, and be able to tell yourself which, how you would notate that. All right. One other thing to remember is this. It all depends on how it's facing you. So this was an F turn because this was in front. What if this is in front? Then this would be the F turn. Whatever's facing you. It's how you're holding the cube. Okay. So if it's like this, this would be an L turn. Okay. If it was like this would be the that'd be L prime there. Okay. So you'll probably need to use that later on. You will definitely need to be using that later on. So you'll get a lot of practice using notation.